The 7 unacceptable behaviors you must never tolerate. 1. The disease of weak tolerance. The downfall of strong men and empires never begins with war or betrayal. It begins with tolerance, the silent disease that grows in the shadows of your kindness. You see, destruction rarely announces itself. It comes disguised as a small favor, a small disrespect, a tiny compromise you thought was harmless, and so you let it slide. But when you tolerate what insults your soul, you train others to keep insulting it. The weak tolerate disrespect, hoping to be loved. The powerful reject it, knowing that love without respect is manipulation. Every time you let someone walk past your boundaries, you give them the map to your weakness. And make no mistake, the world feeds on weakness. A ruler who forgives betrayal teaches his people that loyalty has no value. A leader who lets incompetence survive teaches his army that failure is acceptable. And a man who forgives constant disrespect teaches the world he does not value himself. Tolerance has its place in diplomacy, but not in destiny. Because destiny demands discipline, and discipline demands lines, hard, immovable lines that cannot be crossed. When you finally decide to stop tolerating nonsense, you won't lose people. You'll lose parasites. You'll lose confusion. You'll lose the fog that has been slowing you down. The disease of weak tolerance doesn't kill you suddenly. It kills you quietly by making you believe that being agreeable is the same as being kind. But remember this. Kindness without boundaries is self-destruction disguised as virtue. If you want respect, draw the line. If you want peace, enforce it. And if you want power, never tolerate the small cracks that break your foundation. 2. The poison of excuses. Excuses are not words. They are weapons. Weapons used by the weak to defend their calms. Fort. Every excuse is a small death, a moment where potential dies and mediocrity takes its place. The ambitious man looks at failure and asks, "What did I miss?" The lazy man looks at the same failure and says, "It wasn't my fault." And just like that, their destinies separate forever. Excuses poison the spirit because they make the illusion of effort look like progress. You think you're explaining, but you're actually escaping. You're crafting stories that make you feel smart while reality moves on without you. The truth is harsh. No one cares about your reasons. The world respects results. If your team, your friends, or your own mind keeps creating excuses, burn them all. Excuses are contagious. One infected mind can destroy the entire system. Because once the mind learns that it can hide behind reasons, it stops creating results. Winners correct, losers explain. And you can always tell who will win by how they handle blame. The powerful say, "I failed, and I will fix it." The powerless say, "I failed, but it wasn't fair." The difference is ownership. Ownership builds empires. Excuses build graves. Never tolerate anyone who romanticizes failure or glorifies struggle without accountability. The one who always almost made it will never make it. The one who always has potential will never realize it. Cut them off before their poison spreads. Excuses are the chains that bind potential to mediocrity, and only the ruthless have the strength to break them. 3. The habit of waiting for permission. The world belongs to those who act, not to those who wait. Waiting for permission is the polite version of fear. It is the invisible cage that keeps lions acting like sheep. The truth is, no one will ever give you permission to rise above them. They'll give you advice, they'll give you warnings, but never permission. Why? Because your success exposes their stagnation. Those who hesitate are forever slaves to those who act. And those who move without permission rewrite the rules of the world. Every great empire, every revolutionary idea, every bold victory began with one act of defiance. One human being who decided to move, even when everyone else said, "Wait." When you wait for validation, you hand over your power. When you act with conviction, you force the universe to respond. Do not ask, "Am I ready?" Act, and readiness will follow. Do not wait for the right moment. Act, and the moment will become right. Permission seekers die with potential. Decision makers live with legacy. So never tolerate hesitation. Not in your people, not in yourself. You can fix a mistake made in action. You cannot fix a life wasted in waiting. The world rewards speed, courage, and certainty. If you're still waiting for someone to tell you it's time, this is it. Move. Now. 4. The comfort of mediocrity. Comfort is the enemy that kills more dreams than fear ever could. Because fear challenges you, comfort seduces you. Mediocrity doesn't arrive suddenly. It seeps in quietly through small compromises, small breaks in discipline, small moments when you say, I've done enough. And once comfort takes root, ambition begins to rot. Never tolerate mediocrity, not in your goals, not in your team, not in your heart. Because once you accept good enough, excellence becomes unreachable. The greatest threat to greatness isn't fail, it's satisfaction. When you start believing you've made it, you stop earning it. The moment you think you deserve rest, you fall behind. Comfort kills hunger, and hunger is the soul of progress. The rich get lazy, the strong get soft, and the empire begins to crumble. Not because of attack, but because of apathy. Greatness demands eternal dissatisfaction, not misery, hunger. The kind of hunger that keeps you improving when no one's watching. The kind of hunger that turns a worker into a warrior. Destroy comfort before it destroys you. Live with pressure. Pressure is proof that you are still alive. And when others say, you're doing too much, smile. Because that's what the comfortable say, right before they fade into obscurity. 5. The betrayal of self-neglect. The greatest betrayal you will ever face is not from others, it's from yourself. Every time you abandon your growth, your health, or your discipline, you are betraying your future. Never tolerate your own neglect. Because when you forget your worth, the world follows your lead. How can others value a man who does not value himself? Self-respect is built through self-discipline, and self-discipline is the silent declaration that says, I am worth the effort. The one who trains his mind, controls his emotions, and guards his time, he commands his world. The one who lets chaos rule his habits, he becomes a servant to his impulses. Neglect is slow suicide. It doesn't kill your body first, it kills your potential. It whispers lies. You can do it later. You've earned a break. You deserve comfort. And each time you listen, you bury a piece of your future. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in motion. When you demand excellence from yourself, you are declaring war on your own weakness. You are telling the universe that you are not here to survive. You are here to conquer. The man who cannot command himself will never command the world. So sharpen your habits, guard your energy, and rise with purpose. Never betray your destiny for temporary comfort. Never tolerate the version of yourself that settles. The highest form of love is mastery over self. In the end, all the lessons converge into one truth. The world bends to those who no longer apologize for their power. There comes a moment when a man must stop seeking fairness and start seeking dominance, not over others, but over himself. Because once you have mastered your emotions, your discipline, and your vision, no betrayal, no excuse, no comfort, no weakness can ever enslave you again. The purpose of rejecting these 7 unacceptable behaviors was never to become ruthless for the sake of cruelty, but to become clear. Clear about who you are, clear about what you stand for, clear about the standard you will never again lower just to be accepted by the ordinary. Power is not inherited, it is earned through the pain of self-mastery. And when the world finally respects you, it won't be because you demanded it. It will be because you enforced it through your actions, your silence, and your standards. Remember this, the universe doesn't reward the most talented. It rewards the most intolerant, those who refuse to settle, to bow, to break. So rise, not with anger, but with precision. Cut away the noise, the excuses, the comfort, the fear, and every version of yourself that accepted less than greatness. Because your destiny does not need permission. It only needs one command from you: never again.